Right here is a place where the Camino splits, and there are two options. So the sign on the bottom, it says Camino, and that goes off to the left up this path, and that is the official route. But that is kind of a path I think they restored about 5 years ago up through the mountains, and it's a long stretch with no services. But then going straight this way, and this kind of clarifies that this is the way along the coast. And I think this way, well, it's really beautiful because I think it's gonna like dip in and out of the coast, and it's got services and towns along the way, and most people go this way. I think if you take the mountain route, you just have to be really careful that the weather is good and that you have enough, like food and water, which is pretty typical for any stretch without services. But the hospitalier last night was telling us that some people, they get confused even if they know that the path splits and they want to take the coast. You just kind of on autopilot and you see the sign that says Camino and you're like, oh yeah, well, I follow this. And that is the official route, but it is the one way less traveled. And maybe one day if I do this again, I'll go to the mountains, but I have just come from the mountains and I really want to see the coast. So I have that coming up. This is a really dark situation. Oh my goodness. This is a really dark tunnel. There's a yellow arrow. And actually the video is making it seem a little lighter than it actually is. Like walking, oh my gosh, I'm tripping. I think I need to put on a flashlight. It is so dark. So I think one of the stories of the last several days for me on this Camino is humidity. It is so humid out here, and yeah, a bunch of people are commenting on it, and the locals and the hospitaleros last night are just talking about the fact that it's usually not this humid. And in my experience from walking in parts of the Norte a few different times, I've never experienced humidity quite this high for multiple days in a row. And really, I mean, I shouldn't be complaining. There is a heat wave pretty much all through Spain right now with really high and dangerous temperatures. And here up on the north coast, it's hot and more hot than usual, but in the 80s. And that's really not that bad. To me, that's not personally dangerous heat to be walking in. Like, I'm okay walking in that. The humidity, though, really gets to me. Like, I know this from home, hiking, trying to hike and walk in the summers in the Northeast US. When it's really humid, it's so tough for me. And I think I'm really sensitive to the humidity, maybe. I don't know, because there are a few other pilgrims who are like, oh, I don't mind, or I really like it, or maybe I just don't like it. I don't know, but Right now it's fine. I'm in the shade. I'm going downhill. But when I'm going uphill, and especially if I'm in the sun, I just get covered with sweat. Covered. I just took a coffee break back there and of course got hot coffee, which probably didn't help, but it was delicious. But I was sitting there and sitting in the shade and I could just feel myself start to sweat. My whole body just felt sticky. Like the air is so heavy. It's so close. There is not much of a breeze. Every once in a while a breeze comes through and it feels like really good. And then it's like, oh yeah, the air is actually kind of cool. But for the most part, sticky, sticky, sticky walking. There is a little beach in front of me. So it looks like the Camino goes to the left, but I'm going to go and check it out. Okay, so I have decided that the last time I walked this stage, it was in 2016, I think I probably took the mountain route on this stage because I don't remember any of this. And look, this happens. My memory is strange. Like I can just easily forget entire big chunks of things and then, come upon these very specific spots that I remember. But I think for sure I would have remembered all of these places where the path runs really close to the coast. And I don't have pictures of this. I have no memory of it. Now, when I was walking these stages last time, 6 years ago, I was still sick and not feeling well. But I am pretty sure I took the mountain route last time. Well, just as well. So now I get to experience this beautiful, beautiful, new to me stage. Check out the view. I'm not going down on the beach because it might be hard to get to, but I just want to see what it's like. And it's a little bit of a walk from the Albergue, about 20 minutes. But I mean, it's so nice out here. I'm just kind of right now going through cornfields. There's some cows walking around earlier, so it's kind of nice. Here is the lookout spot. Nobody out here. Oh, this is one of my favorite things about the Norte is that you can just find these little spots with the most stunning views. Look how gorgeous and beautiful this is. And there is absolutely no one here. There's no one here. Oh, this is so special to me. I think it's one reason why I keep feeling drawn and like pulled back to this route. For experiences like this. It's 7:30 in the evening and I'm gonna sit on this bench for a little while and look out over these cliffs and at the water and just kind of absorb where I am and where I get to be.